Okay, so we are back with the second edition of Weekdai. We're not really sure how to pronounce it. Hi, Thomas. You're muted. And
Can you hear me now?
yes, I can hear you. And we have a visitor. Let's see. Yeah. Anyway, we're back for the second time, as I said, and we got a bit delayed, but that's life. And we're looking at we are looking at how to make this even more open in the future, how to be able to share our stream on LinkedIn and YouTube. But for now, for this time, we will only be here in Zoom, and then you will be able to watch this afterwards on YouTube. So what are we going to talk about today, Thomas? Do you know?
You tell me.
Well, as I said in our Discord community, which you're more than welcome to join, and on LinkedIn, that today's topic is about our AI characters. We call them TOMLIN characters that we are creating and using, of course, generative AI to create them. And we want to show you a bit behind the scenes and also some outputs. And then we're also going to generate a little bit using one of our generator, which is our sort of pipelines tool that we're building, one of our generated pipelines for character creation.
Sounds
So,
good.
yeah, so let's begin with me sharing my screen to be able to show you and introduce let's see. Our first, can you see my screen?
Yes, now.
Okay. Then I'm going to show you our first Tomlin character, which is Maja. Let me see here. And here's Maja. Hope you can see her. Maybe I should just make her a little bit bigger. And can you tell the big audience about Maja, Thomas?
Yeah. So we've created this character called Maja, and she is the Stockholm systems thinker with underground roots. So we're trying to make characters that are distinct, but are not like super typical. So there's sort of like variations in different things. So Maja is a Stockholm-based strategic thinker in her late 40s who moves naturally between culture and corporate environments. Earlier in her life, she spent years in the underground electronic music scene as a DJ. And that history still shapes her presence today. She brings a calm, analytic mind combined with creative credibility and emotional intelligence. She does not try to look impressive, she simply carries quiet authority. Maja feels culturally grounded, intellectually sharp, and effortlessly modern. So the character traits for her is her late 40s, a former underground electronic DJ, now working strategically in creative industries. Calm, observant, emotionally intelligent. Quiet confidence rather than visible ambition. Comfortable in both cultural and professional environments. Feels culturally literate rather than corporate.
Yeah. And I'm also going to show you what we've done after we created this Maya character using AI image model called Recraft. It's a closed source AI model. We made a character sheet that looks like this. And Thomas, can you tell me how we did this?
Yeah, so we've been trying out a lot of different AI models to create these character sheets. And there are some differences between different models and also differences between open source and closed source. Um, One of the things that's a bit complicated with character sheets is that you have to keep the same identity in a lot of different generations, and a lot of models they drift. They generate one panel with one version of this person, and then it continues to change. And in our tests, we found that actually Google's Nano Banana was quite good at keeping the same identity in all the panels. So this final version is made with Nano Banana 2.
Exactly. And sorry, I forgot that I shared my screen. I got a notification on Discord. Need to close those. But anyway, yeah, so this is a character sheet, and why do we need a character sheet?
It's one of the tools when it comes to character consistency. So this is a way to have a grounded truth of the identity for this character, and then we can use it in images and video production.
Yeah. So we have a few. Let me see. Oh no. Here, we have a few videos that we generated. They're not upscaled yet, but still interesting to look at, we think. So, of Maya, here's a few. Let's see if I can share this with you. Okay, so Maya this is more of a quiet, she's standing still, but she moves a little bit. And then there's another one with a bit more expression. And let me see. I think we have one more. Yeah, this one is Maya actually moving towards the camera. And well, we decided to continue to put her in the studio environment, but of course we can generate other images and put her in another environment as well.
Yes, and
This is
these videos are generated with the same model, but the first two ones are generated with a LoRa, which is a fine tuning of this one model to make it real fast. So the two first videos were really quick, and they're quite well if you have a person standing in the same lighting that doesn't move towards the camera, for instance. And this last one we did without the LoRa, so this took some more time to generate, but it can keep her face lit in a better way when she's moving.
Yeah. And of course, not everybody knows what a LoRa is, but that is another episode because we can't go into that. But it's something you
Sure.
can use when you generate with open source AI models, right?
Yeah, it's like a fine tuning of a model, and it can be used to make something faster or something with another visual character.
Yeah. And then we wanna introduce one more character, and this is Tomasz.
Yeah, and it's not me; it's
No,
another. So
maybe
I'm just
later.
Thomas. Yeah.
In a few years.
Yeah. So yeah, that's like that could be a goal, but he don't have the same hair, so. Anyway, Tomasz, or we call him Tom for short, he's a charismatic man in his late 50s, early 60s, with a creative, rebellious spirit that never faded. He has the relaxed energy of someone who has lived many lives, from skate culture to creative industries. He feels experienced, artistic, and effortlessly cool. Yeah, so short, like his character traits: late 50s, early 60s, creative background, possibly former designer, musician, or artist, still connected to street culture, curious and open minded, calm confidence from life experience. And I
Yeah.
thought this was actually quite fun to develop this character. It's not the typical like senior that you can usually see in media and in advertisement.
No, that's true. We want to create characters. I mean, some of them are going to be more regular ones, and then all kinds of characters. Because yeah, it's interesting to see both what you can do, and then also what you can communicate using AI. Anyway, so let's see. We have a character sheet as well, or we actually have three with him. I just wanted to show you three different ones. This is the more plain one without any accessories or anything like that. And then he's got his skateboard like that. As you can see here, this is a way he can hold the skateboard. Otherwise, it's he's holding it down towards the floor. And then another one where the skateboard is placed the same in all of the images.
Yeah, they're
And
also
yeah,
created with Nano Banana too, these sheets.
yeah. So let's see what we have to show when it comes to, yeah, we also did this, which is, let me see. Okay, I need to double click. Sorry about that. I think it's actually this one, right? No, okay, sorry. It's a bit,
Those are the images.
those are the images. Yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, here I can see the video. Anyway, so I want to click on that one so it loops. So here you can see it feels a bit like he's very happy. It's a little bit like Falcon Crest where he moves here,
Yeah,
towards the camera. But actually, it's a fun way to present the character in a character sheet to make it moving. This one as well isn't upscaled yet, so I'm sure it could be a bit more refined, but still interesting.
yeah. Makes it feel even more alive, I think.
Yeah, you get a feeling for the character in a different way than a still image.
Yeah. And with the still
Uh,
images, we were focusing on a really neutral facial expression as well to be able to give them different expressions. And this is a way with the moving character sheet to make him smile, for instance, to make him look not that strict.
yeah, and here's Tomasz holding up his skateboard on his shoulder, and we also got a little bit of a blooper because, of course, when you generate with Gen AI, sometimes things don't go your way. I mean, a lot of the times, but it's getting better. And here's that one. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, what happened to the wheels? I mean, it's a bit, as you can see, it doesn't really, yeah, it's not correct,
Yeah.
but still could be fun anyway. And then we have two more videos to show you before we jump into Comfyui a little bit before we end this session. So here's another one. And finally, the final one that we want to show you for our two first is this one. Woohoo! I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, he's a bit stiff maybe, but he's in his late 50s, early 60s, so
Yeah.
okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now, and let's see if I can stop sharing my screen. Yes, and let you share your screen. And oh, we had a okay. I thought it was yes. If anybody's got any questions, let us know in the chat, or I also try to keep the Discord, but yeah, it's not so easy to have all these different programs going on at the same time. But so let's take a look inside Comfyui and see what a workflow or a pipeline, as we call it, a generated pipeline, looks like. This one is not released yet. We only have one pipeline or one use case, which is interior design at the moment, that we are offering under generated generation packages. But eventually we will have lots and lots of advanced pipelines to share if you become a member or a subscription member for Generated. But that's further in the future. And let's see about this one. What
Yeah.
is it that we're looking at, Thomas?
So this is a pipeline to parametrically generate single person portraits, you could say. So it's prepared for a few different models. These are all the models that we can activate and deactivate. Right now we have Nano Banana as the selected model, Nano Banana 2. And for each model, you usually need to adapt the prompt, the master prompt. So all of these models have different versions. And the master prompt, for instance, could be like, say this one, we have character sheet versions, but that's not what we're going to look at right now. We also have a default Nano Banana master prompt. I'm going to activate it there. So yeah, we have this long prompt with text that is the same for all generations, but we also add different parameters like generation purpose, core emotion, secondary emotion, and all of these are inside of this. I don't know what the character is called, but these are like variables that we can then replace with real values. And this is where we replace everything divided into different themes or areas. For instance, we have the context of the generation. Here we can select a lot of different, could be a character sheet like now, could be a fashion campaign visual, editorial portrait, brand identity, and so on. We can select what is the brand's market position, brand personality, brand energy, and so on. We can also go into the human identity, select what kind of gender representation, age range, face structure, eye color, hair color. And these are all selected from different options that we have created. And then it goes into body control, which is related to this one. You have pose, posture type, the gaze direction, face orientation, and so on. Then we have the styling. These are like clothes and accessories, clothing style, and so on.
Yeah, and just to say that we have this green sort of node that you see alongside the blue one is a custom node, right? That we created that we call generator node.
Selector. Yeah, this
generator
is the first,
selector. Yeah.
Yeah, the first version is going to be, we're going to update it soon, I think. But so it's a way to, we have a central like a database text file with all the information that we want to access in this node. So for instance, we can pick, we want to access all of the presets from Virtual Studio when it comes to camera field, studio photography, or high-end commercial photography, so on.
Yeah. But anyway, so this is just to show you a bit. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of parameters, and the idea is that you can have presets, so you don't have to pick everyone every time. You can sort of, oh, we always want to generate this type of character or in this type of setting with this type of styling, etc. But you can also go into these and sort of customize.
Yeah, and you can also do like a hybrid. You can generate, you can choose a preset, and then for each setting you can go in and decide if you want to use the preset or if you want to select it manually.
Yeah.
So here, for instance, we have presets for each of the areas. We have presets for context, human identity, body control, etc. So you can just choose one of them, but then you can also go in and set them individually.
Okay, so should we just give it a try and start with the closed source AI model Nano Banana 2?
Yeah. So do we want to go to select them all manually?
I think that would take a bit too much time. Let's just try a preset and we'll see what comes out, even though it's not maybe perfect.
Yeah. So I think we're trying to make like the first selection always the most neutral. So we could go for brand campaign hero. We'll go with Maja. It's not going to be exactly the Maja we saw, but a similar person. And we can go with a neutral commercial default when it comes to body control. We'll do neutral with styling, neutral with everything, I think. Yeah. And here we also have presets for our characters, but it's not going to be, like I said, it's not going to look the same because it's going to be different model and everything.
Yeah, the ones that you saw were originally created with Recraft, another closed sourced AI model that's very stylish, very fashionist. And Nano Banana is good in another way. I mean, the output is also But when it comes to humans, I think Recraft is a bit better, maybe, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay, so let's do a run.
Let's do a run. And this usually takes about a minute or something, but then there's a lot of prompt parameters that the whole system needs to go through. And also, I've sort of noticed that the first time when you generate something, it usually takes a bit longer. I'm not sure if it needs to warm up, or I have no idea why it's like that. But
yeah, I think it's with the closed source, you really don't know how long it's going to take. It's different runs.
yeah. So besides, while we're waiting, you can sort of just show that these purple ones are different AI models that we can activate. So we can open and close different AI models for this image generation. So for instance, right next to Nana Banana 2, I think if we zoom in, we might see Recraft or,
It's
yeah,
Recraft.
it's Recraft. And then we have a few others that are open source, but we're not going to look at that today. But we have, which ones do we have? Quen, I guess. Quen
Yeah, I think
image.
Quen is the first one. We have Quen, we have Flux 2 Klein. Both of those are open source. Nana Banana 2, Recraft V4. Then we have Recraft image edit, so you can use a reference image. We have Chat the GPT image, the medium and high quality. We have Flux 2 Pro and Flux 2 Max.
And those two fluxes are closed source ones. So they run in the cloud, and the Flux Klein is the open source edition that we use through our own setup. Okay, something went wrong. Are you logged in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if it doesn't, yeah, it did work. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see if we can zoom into the assets. The images end up in the asset file to the left, right?
I think I'm going to
Okay,
show
and also directly in a folder.
Yeah.
And this is only possible not if you use Comfy Cloud, but let's see. If you use
so we have some scripts that create this folder structure on the year, month, and the day, and then the project or the client. So it syncs them to Dropbox automatically for us. So this is the
okay. This is the 0, 0, 0, 0 preset, the very basic one. Yeah, she's kind of not that colorful, but a bit robotic with the sweater, but still looks pretty good, I would say. I mean, the image looks.
It's always the most neutral settings.
So just to see a comparison, just try to activate the Recraft AI model and don't change anything besides the model, and we'll see how the Recraft output will look compared to Nana Banana. I'm guessing.
To change the
yeah,
prompt.
you need to.
Default Recraft prompt.
There's something with your mic. I'm not sure what it is, but it's a little bit. So if you hear something, or if it's just in my headset, I'm not sure. But
or maybe just in your head.
yeah, maybe in my head.
And also, all of these models, they get their own file name version. So this is going to be called the Recraft 4 version. So it's easier to keep track of all the files.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so have you oh, you made the run already. I just didn't see. Okay, so this is pretty different, but it's still, this one is much more expressive, I would say, with the shoes. And can you make it bigger so we can see the image a bit more? Yeah, scale it up a little bit. I
It's,
mean, her outfit is not a common one. This is, I think, Recroft is very much more of a fashion, music model. I mean,
yeah, it's very creative.
aesthetically, it's very creative.
Yeah, you can see her eyes look really weird here. That would have to be fixed. But there's
Mm,
always a chance on each generation that something could go wrong.
yeah. But I'm guessing, I mean, we'll need to look into the exact prompts to see what exactly the input was. But I mean, the style, it's kind of futuristic, both of them a little bit. I mean, it's not really common sweaters, none of them, but this one is very, it's much more fashion. And then the shoes
Yeah.
are quite, yeah.
I guess
I mean, I think it's
this is
cool, but
neutral. This is neutral for Recraft, and the other one is neutral for Nano Banana.
yeah.
So they have different like styles, base styles.
Very much so. But both are put into a studio setting, which is what the parametric environment was. I mean, we
Yeah.
could have chosen outdoors in a, I don't know, desert or whatever, but this one is in a studio.
Yeah.
And it's actually pretty good if you want to then take it further into another model and create that style sheet, or maybe, continue to iterate on it to
Yeah.
change the image.
One thing we noticed when we started generating with Recraft is like I think it's trained on a lot of um, models, fashion models that are quite thin.
Yeah.
So if you don't adjust for it or like tell it specifically to go away from that ideal, it's going to give you a lot of fashion model-ish body types, I think.
Mm. Yeah.
So should we try some variations
Yeah, we can do a little
as
short
well?
one because we only have like a few minutes left. So just a very short one. To the
So
left, you can see in the sidebar that we have Maja in Vasastan, Stockholm. So
yeah,
that's another thing. Then we're gonna, take our characters into different settings, and well, apparently she lives in Stockholm, so this is outside her building where she lives, and she's on her way to work with a coffee in her hand.
yeah.
And
So
yeah,
let's change
one
some
more.
stuff. Yeah, maybe
Yes.
like change some hair or some clothes,
Mm,
something less strict, maybe.
yeah.
We have, for instance, we have hair volume, hair color.
Yeah, just do a bit of changes just to see the output difference. Like a darker color hair, maybe change it to a male character,
Okay,
and uh, and then maybe something with the clothes, and then we need to do a run to wrap things up.
okay. So clothes, that is part of the styling.
If you
Clothing
zoom in,
style.
then I can see and we all can see a little bit more of the options that we have in the selector. Okay, so this is a relaxed streetwear styling. So let's pick another one then.
No, no, it was not. It was.
Oh no,
Um,
okay.
I. This is the override. So now it's gonna listen to what
Ah,
it says.
okay, okay, okay. I thought that didn't look like streetwear, but
Yeah,
okay. So so you picked streetwear now.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
We can
So let's
change the
see.
color maybe. Bright red.
Change.
Let's.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. And then let's see what it looks like. So the great thing about having these kind of parametric prompt systems, and also being able to try different models in the same setting, is that you can actually produce something much more scalable and quicker and prototype very, very fast, and also have, your file names and everything. And they end up in a folder. So it's much more structured and scalable, which is what we're aiming for with Generator. And compared to if you go directly to, let's say, Google AI Studio or Recraft directly. So almost done. And this is the final image before we wrap things up because, oh, cool. Yeah, we actually have that you only change the upper part of the body, right? To bright, because we've divided the two styling parts, upper body and lower.
Yeah. So this is a guy with a red
Can you zoom
upper
in
garment.
so I can see better, like larger? Ah, yeah, it's true. I need to open an image of him. Hmm, interesting. He's quite cool. He doesn't look that, I mean, the the look is a bit, but anyway.
Yeah.
The outfit, I like the outfit anyway, but we need to work on his the way he looks.
And it's red. Both of the garments are red.
Yeah. Okay, so that was a bit quick look into creating characters. And if you stop sharing your screen, Thomas, we can sort of say goodbye. uh, in a bigger sense. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. And next week we're gonna try to continue to have these weekday AI weekday or I don't know. Anyway,
Should have a polling vote.
every Friday lunchtime, Scandinavian lunchtime around 12:30. And we'll see how that works. About 35 minutes, something like that. So yeah, well, thank you for this time and see you next session.
Yeah, thank you. See you. Bye.
Okay, bye. Bye.